What's going on, YouTubers? It's the Natural Born Thriller, and welcome everyone to Natural Wrestling Alliance review. This will be your super power results. So let's just get right into it. But before I do, I just want to send my thoughts and prayers to Shaq Gaspar, to his family and friends, uh, to this difficult time right now, where Shaq Gaspar, fortunately, has been missing. Um, just a tragic thing that's happened. A lot of things that's going on in the world, and 2020 is ended up being a really terrible year, and it ain't getting any better, unfortunately. Um, so all we can do is hope and pray that they'll find the body of Shaq Gaspar. Don't know if he's dead. Don't know if he's alive. Don't know what's going on. With we don't know we really don't know yet until something comes up. But hopefully they'll find Shaq Bar, and we can finally have some closure to find out if he's okay or not. But with that being said, um, all we can that's the best we can do is to hope that Shaq Bar is found. So let's get to the show itself. They're in Atlanta, Georgia. The happened at the GPB studios. Obviously, your commentators were Joe Galley and Stu Bennett, and your ring announcer and interviewer was Dave Marquez. The show opened up with the NWA president, Billy Corgan, opening up, wishing all the fans a very, basically wishing them well of the whole pandemic going on. Even they're acknowledging the pandemic, unlike WWE. Um, he teased some special announcements pertains to NWA Power, and and for now he's you know wants to enjoy the show called Super Power. Basically, this was the go home show. All pertains to doing their final build-ups for the Crockett Cup 2020. Unfortunately, postponed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So this is the best they could do, and I'll get to one part of it that I thought, why was that even uploaded or separated from this episode? But they could have just had that part of it for this episode, is to just doing a clip of it, just to do a video package, which I'll get to that later. So the opening show was Dave Marquez. He brings out Marty Scurll and Billy King of Villain Enterprise. Basically, Marty Scurll said that he brought King, for a chance to have a backup against like all this, since he's got strictly business. Billy King also kind of promos reminds the fans that he and the old CP, I mean old PCO, excuse me, PCO. I meant that's what I wanted to say. Were the first NWA Tag Team Champions of the modern era, and then predicts that Mark Scurll will take the gold off of Nick Aldis. That's basically it, and we'll get to their main event match later. It basically is Villain Enterprise versus strictly strictly business. Excuse me. Now, unfortunately, not there's no Flip Gordon, so it would basically end up being a tag team match. But we'll get to that later. So they show a flashback of Olina challenging Thunder Rosa, and basically she's gonna be interviewed of of that situation. But during that this whole there's this flashback of what happened. Alison K goes to attack Melina, and then we get to see, and then we saw Kamille attacking Alison K, and then we get a stare down between uh, Kamille and Thunder Rosa. And I thought it was going to lead to where it's going to lead to those two having a match for later on, which I thought could be like at the Crockett Cup, but something else ended up happening. We'll get to that later. But this video package was basically to show Camille's dominance on Alison K, which led to a match between Camille versus Mandy Max, which I did a review of that, folks. It was part of NWA Power, but after seeing this episode, I'm like, okay, so what was the point of showing that match? Weeks ago. I can't remember. It was like either 2 weeks ago or a week ago. I'm assuming it was 2 weeks ago, but as this recording is probably 3 weeks ago. But let's go with let's go a few weeks ago. What was the point on showing that match a few weeks ago just to show this match again? Like I didn't watch the whole thing. Um, I mean, oh yeah, actually I did watch the whole thing. I did watch the match again, because I thought the match was decent between Camille and Maddie Max. At least there was no video packages where it pertains to the beginning of of it, like basically like what they did a few weeks ago, which is to explain about who's Camille and everything and all that and blah blah blah, and why she's with Nick, all this and all that. That's basically what. So thank God they didn't do it on here too, because that part would have been a waste of time. Now the Super Show, by the way, I mean the Super Show, the Super Power Show of NWA. It was basically a 2-hour show where it pertains which is why it's it's called Superpower and not Power. Power is on our show for NWA. Meanwhile, this was they wanted to do a Superpower where they do a 2-hour event of it. I mean it was actually 2 hours, but it was basically like an hour and something minutes like that. But basically it basically extended the how long the episode was. But yeah, but like I said, for my review I did a weeks ago for the one match of Camille and Maddie Max. Camille won, and she was going basically nothing about her she's going to speak, but then Joe Galley was feeling like I said before. Camille scares him away, and basically I skipped the promo because I already heard before. I thought it was good for Camille. She could speak. Obviously, she's a good talker. So, and she's specifically against Thunder Rosa for the NWA World Women's Championship. So I thought, but we'll get to that later. So we get a replay of Trevor Murdoch defeating the question mark. Aaron Stevens attacks him, and then that's when and there's more replays of what's going on of Aaron Stevens and question mark where they want to challenge the Rock and Roll Express, where they could be in line for the tag team titles. That's what basically what it led to. So we get to Rock and Roll Express, Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson versus Shooter Aaron Stevens, who is by the way still the NWA third degree champion, and his tag team partner is the question mark. So they had a mismatch. Match itself, it didn't last that long, basically. But I thought for what it was solid to entertaining. Jordan Murdoch comes out, and then Aaron Stevens. And by the way, Aaron Stevens was a star in this match. Where just the entertainment value, he was pure gold on this one. But we had Jordan Murdoch coming out, and then Aaron Stevens gets on the mic and says, basically, he introduced us, backup that Aaron Stevens said in question mark since Jordan Murdoch want to be out there for the Rock and Roll Express. He brings out question mark Junior, So this guy, Chris Martin, comes out, and I think he weighed like about either 400 or to 500 pounds. And then someone on commentary, yeah, it was Joe Galley. Joe Galley says, "I never saw, and I never. There's no way a human, on this earth can look like that, like that." I'm trying to remember how he said it though, and I say to myself, "What are you talking about? You told me you never see a person that that large before in your entire life? Get the fuck out of here." I don't know what's going on. I don't know what to do with Joe Galley. Yeah, he's really you know, giving me striking a nerve in me right now. I want to like this guy, but he's starting to become so corny and stuff, and it's really annoying me. It's basically I mean it's nowhere near Dawson Matthews level, but still, my God. So basically, the course to Mark Jr. got involved. Troy Murdoch chases him, and then the course to Mark Jr. as he's running away from him, he collapses because he's out of shape. And then this was another distraction for Ricky Morton to cover up Aaron Stevens, so Rock Rose Express wins. And there you go. So yeah, and that was that match. We get a flashback of Ziggy Dice, who I fucking hate. Not just what just his character, but also as a wrestler. And I'm pretty sure I'll probably hate him as a person too, if that's how he really acts on the way he acts around men. But they show the part where he defeated Ricky Starks for the NWA Television Championship, which I thought was a mistake there, and rightfully so, because I don't know if this is the reason why Ricky Starks has departed his ways from NWA because of that. Maybe because I don't know. I really don't know. I haven't really have read anything of it, but yeah, for those who don't know, Ricky Starks no longer on the contract for NWA. He's now departure from NWA. That means he can go elsewhere. Um, and it's a shame because I was really liking Ricky Starks in NWA, you know, and I liked him when he was the TV champion. But then they decided to put on Zicky Dice of all people, and I don't like it. I do not like it at all. Um, I don't know. Again, I don't know if that was the reason. I haven't read anything about it. I haven't heard anything about it. I heard he did like an interview. I can't remember if he talked about him being being basically part ways from NWA Power, basically from NWA, National Wrestling Alliance. I'm going to assume, but I digress. I gotta find out later on, and then maybe I'll come back up here and let you know about that. You know, well, I'm not gonna look up right now. I'm just gonna you know find on the time to watch it or read it, something like that. Wait to find out the full details of it, and then I'll come back up here. But but the one thing I do know is that he is gone from the NWA. It sucks, but same time, hopefully he goes somewhere that he gets to be appreciative. Just saying. We get more flashbacks of Melina and Thunder Rosa pertains to their alliances and all that, and blah blah blah. So now we finally get to the interview. So Melina comes out. She gets interviewed by it wasn't David Marquez. It was someone else. I can't remember. I know who he is, but I can't. I forgot his name though. I apologize for that, folks. But yeah, Molina saying that basically she being asked a question of why she deserves to get a shot against Thunder Rosa, and I thought to myself, wait a minute, this is what this interview was all about. And I said to myself, wait a minute, she had her shot and she lost because she decided to not wrestle Thunder Rosa. She didn't get in the ring. She got counted out. So how does it make any sense? So this time Melina and her side of the story makes sense of why she deserved another shot. And this is what she said. Because she is a walking legend. why wouldn't she get an opportunity for the NWA championship? As I already said before, because you had your shot and you blew it. You decided to not wrestle. That's why you shouldn't get another opportunity for it. And she says, there's a reason why, you know, that she lasted in business this long, and that's because she's smart. And like, really, you're smart. You wasn't smart when you didn't want to wrestle Thunder Rosa. And she says she game for having a fair, to having a fair and just fight. Yeah, she sure showed that. Not really. And she starts screaming at Allison Kay for losing both of her title opportunities. And she's like, why can't she get one? Why she can't get another shot, basically. So then Allison Kay comes out, who comes to the desk and says that Rosa has beaten her at hard times for a square, and had never made any excuses. But then the rematch happened when Melina and Marty Bell came out to be a distraction, and basically says that she rather get her hands on Melina instead of getting her hands on the title. Which is I agree. In the way she did, but then also it was spoiled by Kamille. And basically, Alison Kay calls Melina a coward, and based on how she is being portrayed on TV, and based on how she did not want to fight Thunder Rosa in the ring for the title, yeah, she is a coward. And I'm not talking as the person. I'm talking about as as an on-screen character. Just saying. But then Thunder Rosa comes out. She gets a lollipop. The NWA Women's World Champion, and she says that no matter who are her opponents, she knows she's going to basically run through them. She tells Kay that Alpha Kay that Marty Bell and Molina's but sorry, let me say this again. Thunder Rosa tells Alpha Kay that Marty Bell and Molina were a distraction, had no effect of their match. And she addressed Molina that she told her to stay out of her business, that she didn't need her help or anything, and and she didn't listen. She made very clear to basically Rosa saying this. She is very clear to Molina that she did not want her out there alone with, and the same thing goes to Mark Bell. So now the Rosa's saying that she wants to challenge both women's in a triple threat. And I say to myself, what about Kamille? Shouldn't she be in line? I mean, what was the point of the stare down between Molina? I mean, not Molina. What was the point of the stare down between Kamille and Thunder Rosa if because I thought that was going to be the match. Like seriously, what's the point of the stare down between Kamille and Thunder Rosa if we weren't going to do the match? So now it's going to be a three-way match. So Alpha Kay is going to get a third opportunity. Meanwhile, Molina gets a second opportunity that I think she'll deserve anyways because she again, like as I said before, she had her opportunity and she blew it. By the way, also, Thunder Rosa said in the promo too that Molina expected her to lay down, and basically Thunder Rosa let her know that she doesn't lay down for absolutely no one, especially to you, Molina. I loved it. I loved it. That's what a true fighter is. Who fights fair, who fights with honor, and who's a true champion. And Thunder Rosa will go down as a living legend for that. And I don't get how Molina's calling herself a living legend. Why? Because she's wrestled in WWE, and she's a former women's champion in WWE, former Divas champion in WWE. I think she was a former Divas champion. I can't remember or not, but yeah, she was good in WWE. But to say that she's a legend, a legend of what? And a living legend. She calls herself a living legend. Like, you know Bruno Sammartino. You don't deserve to have that nickname. You haven't You know, you haven't done much in the wrestling business for that long to consider yourself a living legend. Now to think about it. But anyways, there you go. That's all set, and that's supposed to be leading up for the excuse me, the Crockett Cup. Unfortunately, it's been postponed, so we don't know when that's gonna happen. Um, we look back at the feud between Tim Storm, Danny Deals, and when they brought in Jack Dane, and basically the stipulation was that if Tim Storm could beat Jack Dane, then he will have 5 minutes in the ring against Danny Deals. But if he doesn't, then he's got to join forces with them. I guess I try to remember that was the stipulation. So this match was Jack Dane, who's being accompanied by Danny Deals, up versus Tim Storm. This was another disqualification match, and I thought this match was illegal to disqualification rules when they fought basically Jack Dane attacked Tim Storm on entrance way. They start fighting uh at ringside all the way up to into the crowd, all the way up to the rafters. Basically find all over the place, all over the studio, and then fall back downstairs. At one point, Tim Storm went down the stairs, but not too much of it though. But in a way, it kind of looked good. It made the fight look good too, though. It looked like a legit fight there. They fought near the Concrete Cup, near the broadcast table. I can't remember. I think it was near the broadcast table, unless I was thinking about the other match. But either way, they fought all the ways either no basically, and they finally got into the ring, and the match came on for I guess for a good 3 to 5 minutes maybe until finally Tim Storm wins with the perfect storm and gets the win. So now he's got another match. I'm sorry, not match. This now he's got to have he's got to have 5 minutes in the ring along with Danny Diaz. So Danny Diaz is trying to leave, and the referee's forcing him to get in the ring. And Danny Diaz is still trying to get out on his way, but he has to get in the ring either way. And then also, as he's going to have 5 minutes in the ring along with Tim Storm in the ring, where Tim Storm's going to beat his ass and everything. Danny Diaz starts wearing the Mama Storm costume. And I say to myself, I hope this is the last time we'll ever see this. So Tim Storm takes off the wig, throws it away. He goes to shake the hand of, basically Danny Diaz trying to go for a handshake, but then Tim Storm, he gives him a handshake, and pulls him into, to give him the perfect storm. And fans go for one more time. So Tim Storm goes forward one more time, hits it one more time, and that was it. Basically, Tim Storm got his revenge. Good. And hopefully that'll be the last time we ever see Danny Diaz wearing your drags. I thought it was a dumb idea in the first place. Hopefully they don't come back to that stupid idea ever again in the future. Marty Bro versus Tasha Steelz, excuse me, versus Ashley Fox in a three-way match. A three-way women's match. Match itself, I thought it was decent. All three women looked good, especially Marty Bell. So I gotta give credit for Marty Bell here. She has looked good here. The problem with her wrestling is that sometimes she's not that good, and sometimes her timing is not that good either. But in this match, I thought she did pretty well, and she did pretty well being a heel where she didn't get involved that much, and I thought it was good. In the end, it was Tasha Steelz getting the win over Marty Bell. Basically, this match was a battle of the losers. That's basically what it was because they talk about how these women need a win on the belts. Basically, saying they're losers. Yeah, that's nice. But Tasha Steelz wins, which great. She won. Great that she won. We take a look back at the feud between Eddie Kingston and the Pope, or pertains to the bouncers, from Ring of Honor, and the Ultimate Tag Team Champions beat them. And so then we get to a point where David Marquez brings out Eddie Kingston, James Storm, and Eli Drake. James Storm and Eli Drake are they NWA World Tag Team Champions. So basically, they Marquez talk about how this alliance came together. So Eddie Kingston, he has a long history with basically James Storm and Eli Drake over the other companies, and he's basically saying he can't say the other companies are basically. And I said, so what you think you are now WWE? Uh, but I guess he can't say it. Maybe I'm pretty sure the company didn't tell him not to say it. The other companies, I don't know, but there's not a lot of trust in this wrestling business. But when people know other guys who just want to fight, you go and get them basically. Calls them, and he says the NWA tag team titles are the most prestigious tag team titles in the industry today. Kesa says now he needs to refocus on Pope, and basically he lets Marcus talk to James Storm here, and Drake. So James Storm starts talking. Says he wants he always wants to make sure that the NWA fans enjoy every basically enjoy themselves when they come to a show. And basically he goes cursing up and kind of a very good intense promo, as he's screaming there, he's basically yelling there. And I thought it was very very good. It says he's been doing this for 20 he's been doing this on this shit for 22 years and that he loves professional wrestling. We love entertaining people all over the world and all that. And then also Drake's promo just about basically puts out on the Concrete Cup and says that that's what it's all about. And then he challenges any tag teams from any company in the world to set up and try to take the tag belts away from them. So yeah, it was good promo from all three of them. So there you go. And we'll see where it will lead to. If there is going to be a show for basically for next time. All right, let's get to the main event. Well, I'm not gonna get into the a little back up other highlights of the feud. Because I know the deal with Maurice Girl and Nick Aldis. If you've been watching NWA, yeah, y'all know the histories too about their friendship and everything, and then basically from last year, and then lead up to this year. So especially when it takes to Ring of Honor. So Villain Enterprise will feature the villain Maurice Girl and Burley King versus Strictly Business, Strictly Business, the NWA World Champion, the National Treasure Nick Aldis, and Tom Latimer. Match happens. It's been pretty good. As a you also have some entertainment value in there too because of Maurice Girl. Where it pertains to Maurice Girl getting pretend to get needed by Nick Aldis, and then try to say the referee that he needed me and everything, and basically I guess he was trying to go for a disqualification win, but it didn't work obviously. But I'm not saying the referee didn't believe Maurice Girl, but basically on the disqualification thing never came to play. But match still continued, which I'm glad I did. But anyway, I was still entertained, and it was fun. So match, like I said, still continue. Um, all of a sudden, we get Kamille, the referee, and Royce Isaacs coming out. Basically, another distraction for Brody King to get a low blow by Tom Latimer, and Nick Aldis to capitalize with the flying elbow drop and basically gets the win. So winners were Strictly Business. Now, before I move on to next, um, I didn't get to mention this. I thought it was gonna be on the notes here, but I guess it wasn't. May Valentine. She did her May Valentine diary or journal. I believe it's called diary. Basically the segment that she does, which is very entertaining, which talks about the whole thing with her boyfriend, Royce Isaacs, and then her best friend. What was the guy's name again? I already forgot his name. Basically the guy that Royce Isaac went after, and basically that May Valentine always hangs out with, basically puts makeup on him and dress him up. Last we heard, he had a swing because he got a dislocated arm, or whatever. your broken arm, wherever it is. Um, but I forgot his name though. I know who I'm talking about, but I can't remember his name. But I wish it was somewhere here. I'm surprised there was a note. I'm surprised it's not in the notes here. Yeah, they put the notes of what Kamille said, even though yeah she said it weeks ago when they uploaded on their NWA YouTube channel. I don't see it here, but whatever. But the point is basically on the whole thing where May Valentine is talking about it, and then also she gets upset to the fans that are getting in her business and all that, and then also she wants to end it because yeah, because she's not the type of person to to get upset of that and everything, and she's not she doesn't want to be that type of person, and basically she was being a sweetheart. Um, that's basically her gimmick. That she's a sweetheart. Sometimes when you get her mad, she gets mad. She gets a little upset with herself in a way too. For getting mad and getting and basically getting stood to that level. She was stood to that level, let's say. So there you go. So that's what it was. Just that part. And then we end with Billy Corgan coming back once again to end it by saying, difficult time for professional wrestling right now due to the circumstances. Um, and says, fans for more weeks. Context is going to be coming up, and he announces there's going to be something called Carney Land, something like that. I don't know how you pronounce it. I think it's Carney. Yeah, Carney Land. Okay, yeah, Carney Land. Carney Land is going to be next week. I don't know. I mean, well, as of this recording, it's gonna be later on tonight. 6:05. So, but by this time it's up, folks. It's 6:05 on this time. 6:05 during the schedule of this video has already passed, and it's going to end on Monday right now. So that being said, thank you all for watching. Before I go, I forgot to mention, talking about wrestling. 5 matches. My overall rating for the show, I'm gonna go with a 6.5 out of 10. A decent show, and in fact, I'll go with 7 out of 10. A good, decent show, to say the least. So there you go. That being said, thank you all for watching for It's the Natural Born Thriller, saying peace on the streets. This was your National Wrestling Alliance review, where it takes to give you Super Powerrr results from May 12th, 2020. I don't remember if I mentioned the date, but in case I didn't, from the beginning, I'll mention it now. So, with that being said, folks, you all stay well, stay safe, take care of yourself for this whole pandemic situation. Also, send out your thoughts and prayers to Jack Gaspar. With him being missing, make sure you send your prayers, your thoughts, your well wishes to the family and friends, because they all need the support right now. It's unfortunate what happened with Jack Gaspar, but all we could do right now, if he is gone, if he is no longer in this world, the best thing we can hope and pray for is that they'll find his body, and he could be put to rest. We don't want to think that he's dead, but through these circumstances where he's not been found after being taken from from the beach, from that wave, so that we just hope that he's still alive, but hopefully he is, but we'll see. But soon as this week, this week, or we'll find out more of it. But please send out your wishes onto the families. They really, and to the friends of Ashek Gaspar. Take care.